Hi everyone. So it's Eden coming in from the Alchemist Collective. Um, I just wanted to get on today to, well, I didn't really have a main reason for getting on today. I just felt the need to show my face. Um, I'm currently in the middle of moving and, packing and moving things around. I'm in the middle of a really big transition in my life. And I think a lot of other people who are like me are. Um, New moon season, so it's time to purge, time to clear all the old things out so that we can bring in, new energies, new abundance, new vibrance into our lives, new vitality. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Um, since this is such a big time of change, um, I know a lot of us are kind of recalibrating in a really big way and trying to figure out how we want to move forward, in our lives and in our purposes right now. Um, I know personally for me and also just a lot of other people around me, we've been trying to figure out how to clear out old energies from false twins and things of the sort. Um, so yeah, um, they're telling me to pull some cards, so I think that's just what I'm going to do today real quick and just, get that out the way. So I'm going to be using a few oracle decks. I'm going to be using the Dark Mirror Oracle, the Mudra's deck, and also the Moon deck. Um, if I need to, I'll also pull a couple of cards for clarification as well. Alright, so from the Dark Mirror Oracle, what is on the horizon that those who are chosen are not seeing? What is on the horizon for us to learn? What are we learning? Okay. Yeah, I think that's all that they want from this deck. Alright, so the card that came out is number 9, Envious Gluttony. Can you guys see that? So the thing that we're not seeing and what people are beginning to learn is that there's somebody in your energy field that is looking at you with green, like the green little man in their eyes. Yeah, they're looking upon your energy and what you're doing in the public eye, and they're looking on it with envy. And what I'm getting is that they're wanting to feed off of the energies that you're putting out because they're so fertile and that they're nourishing everything that you touch, basically. Nourishing everything that you touch. This person is feeding off of your energy through snide comments, feeding off of your energy through social media, keeping tabs on you and the people around you. Yeah, energy at the bottom of the deck is number 8 with the child that I was meant to be. So they're seeing that spark that's coming from you healing and getting in touch with your inner child. And what they're doing is, you know, trying to feed off of that childlike energy so that they can use it for their own purposes, because that childlike innocence is very powerful. From a manifestation standpoint, you're not you know, you're not looking at things from the lens of doubt, of adulthood, cynicism, all of that, when you're working from a place with your inner child. So what they're doing is they're harvesting, yeah, that childlike energy to use for their own purposes. Number 22 fell out of the deck with I won't cry for you. So your goal here, don't feed into their negativity. Don't feed into, basically just don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. All right. I'm also feeling called to read from the guidebook for number 9. So I'm going to do that. All right. So for envious gluttony, the moon phase is the waxing gibbous moon, and the stage of grief is denial. All right, going to the edge of the ravine, savoring the idea of letting go of all restraint. Okay. So this deck says, this card is not just dark, it is unpleasant. Sickly disgusting, the difference in how we feel in front of a vampire as opposed to in front of the writhing bugs. It is not an existential darkness that we can paint romance, drama, and subtle anguish. It is a raw, primal reeking of rotting stench. It feels like there is darkness, and in that black landscape there is a hole leading to an even greater darkness, and that is the calling. The urge is pressed down every time, played with, toyed with, treated like something that doesn't belong there. It's rolling in the mud, bringing up the twisting, refreshing feeling of demeaning oneself. The key is that we don't want to recognize the depth of the envy and the anger. We've casted it out of ourselves, and now it's truly a parasitic monster, impossible to accept as something that came out of ourselves. What if we bring light to the pitch dark well? What if the scary monster is just a scrawny, starved feeling? What if it's just a little thing as dark as tar, indeed not to be sorry, to be sorry of, not to be feared? Yeah, so kind of like I was saying, they're looking upon you with envy because they're seeing something within you that they're not holding on to within themselves. And it's, you know, pushing them to project upon you those negative thoughts, those negative mindsets, all of that. All right. So let's get our mudra to get us through this. All right. I'm gonna shuffle the deck. All right. So the two mudras that topped out today are the Booty mudra. Booty. So it says tolerance, be generous. All right, so this says the liquid mudra helps in cases of edema, accumulation of fluids in the body, and a burning sensation in the eyes. Kidney and bladder complaints can be eased as well. In acute cases, maintain the mudra as long as needed. In chronic cases, practice it 4 times daily for about 10 minutes. In my experience, when we are faint-hearted, downcast, or make exaggerated demands on ourselves or others, the result always brings suffering, trouble, and strife. It's time to put an end to that. So when you do this mudra, imagine you are near a majestic waterfall, which produces a wonderful rainbow. You freely release all despondency, all expectations, and all superfluous fluid in your bodies to the waterfalls. The colorful rainbow expresses all of your newfound generosity, sense of lightness, and freedoms. Without expectations, I am free. All right, so this Booty mudra is going to be how you are getting into contact with that sense of lightness that I was talking about that comes from your inner child. This is going to help you to not necessarily tolerate the negativity that is being sent your way, but it is a way to transmute it and get rid of it. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to take your thumb and your pinky finger and you're going to touch them together with your ring finger kind of up a little bit and your index and pointer fingers even. So this is the mudra. All right, so Booty mudra. Okay, we also have the Panava mudra, I think I pronounced that correctly, with higher meaning. So be profound is what it says. So this is the gesture of self-realization is what it's called. So what is the meaning of life? What is the sense of all the challenges that we have to face and the blows of fate which buffet us time and time again? I find that yoga philosophy to be a help in approaching these questions. It teaches us that we can instill the meaning into our lives by setting ourselves tasks which are helping us inner growth, wisdom and integrity, as well as through prayer and meditation, which bring us closer to the divine. We will certainly never get to the bottom of it all, but that in itself makes sense. Place your thumbs at the base of the little fingers of your hands. Place your thumbs at the base of the little fingers with your hands in front of your solar plexus and facing forward. Say or sing the following affirmation with fervor. My life and all that I do here and now are expressions of a deeper meaning. So these are numbers 66 and 17 respectively. So that mudra is, so basically you're going to do this. Like this, and you're gonna sit with that in front of your navel. Okay, and they're at the base of your pinkies, so right here, and then you're just sitting like that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna be practicing these. You guys should as well. All right, and last but not least, we're coming in with the moon deck to get us some affirmations to help us get through this time of massive change in our collective. Well, that one wanted to fly out. That was too many. So I'm going to chalk that one up to user error. Let's go ahead and do that. Run that back one more time. Okay. What affirmations does the collective need in order to get them through this time of tumultuous change? Thank you. 2. One more. Thank you. So, y'all, There's something very significant about the number 9 right now, because I don't know if you can really see that, but this card is card number 9. And it says, my emotions move through cycles and connect me to my truth. Okay. We also have number 34. With proper rest helps me to look and feel my best. So make sure you're getting your rest these next few weeks. And we also have number 1 with my instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. Okay, so listen to your heart and listen to what your emotions are telling you these next couple of weeks, and be very gentle with yourself, because you are going into unfamiliar territory, and it can be a little bit tiring, you know, as we adjust and as we get used to bigger and better things. And it can actually be a very emotional process as well. So it's important to feel your feelings, honor your feelings, and, you know, understand where they're coming from and what they're trying to tell you. And it's also important to make sure that, you know, again, we're staying in touch with our feelings so that we can, you know, be in touch with our instincts, and stop doubting our intuition. Okay. All right, so yeah, that's all I'm getting right now. I hope it was helpful. I wish you guys all the best as you are growing and learning on your journeys. And I'll see you guys on the other side.